Hello everybody, we're going to kick off our course with some order of operations and integers work. Hopefully by the end of this lesson you're able to use order of operations to simplify expressions with integers, explain why we use order of operations and how it was developed, and you should be able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide integers. When I say integers, I really am thinking about including negative values. You completed a warm-up question in the Desmos activity above on sweepstakes, so let's get started. For the sweepstakes question, your name has been drawn as the potential winner of a Timberline COVID-19 sweepstakes. So for the sweepstakes question, your name had been drawn as a potential winner for the COVID-19 sweepstakes. Now all you must do is answer the skill testing question correctly to take home $1 million. So in Canada, any sweepstakes cannot be solely won by chance. They also must include some sort of skill. So what they do to add in the skill component for sweepstakes in Canada is put some sort of skill testing question on them. And you've probably seen these skill testing questions before. And they're often mathematical. So you can see with the example we have here, we have 6 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2. Now there's lots of different operations happening here, and we need to use order of operations to make sure that we solve these correctly. You have probably learned BEDMAS before, B representing brackets, E being exponents, D being division, M multiplication, A addition, and then subtraction. You may not have heard an acronym called GEMA. Now, GEMA is exactly the same as BEDMAS, except for it's more specific to certain things. So, for example, when we think about BEDMAS, we think about brackets. But brackets doesn't include all the different types of groupings that we might see. So, for example, we do have brackets, but a fraction is also a grouping method. A radical, square root of a plus b, is a way to group whatever is inside the radical, and absolute values. So grouping should be the first thing that we look for. Exponents is the same for both acronyms. Then there's a small difference. We're using M to represent multiplication and division. The reason why is they are the same operation pretty much, and we want to make sure that you don't think about doing division first and then multiplication. Because they're pretty much the same operation, we want to do multiplication or division, whichever comes first when moving left to right. So really important that we do the multiplication and division going left to right. Following that, we would then do addition and subtraction going left to right. So if we look up at our skill testing question, we can see first that we have a grouping here of 1 plus 2. So that would be the first item that we would want to simplify, and that will give us 3. Next, our brackets, we've done all the operations inside the brackets, so we can see that there's 6 divided by 2, and if there's nothing written between these two values, we know that it means multiplication. So we have division and multiplication. Which one do we do first? Well, we go left to right. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So hopefully on your skill testing question earlier, you all had 9 as your solution. That's it for order of operations. You're going to move on and work on these 4 questions here, and I'll show you how to answer those questions shortly.